Hello, air signs. Welcome to your weekly oracle messages. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of November, I have a special tarot offer at the sales price that I usually create monthly a reading that resembles a little bit of what I feel is the theme energetically of that same month. And we are in Scorpio season, and for me this is a period that really touches on the theme of our deep desires and our sense of power. So if you would like to know more details about what that reading is about and what the steps are to proceed to that opportunity, just follow the link of the video that I'm gonna leave down below in the description box as well. That will take you again to a video I have made where I explain everything. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram page. So, air signs. I do feel like as a common theme, belief seems to be a strong it seems to be a word that goes beyond the usual meaning of the word. What I want to say is that the belief that some of you are in need of, it's really 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 deep, and it's currently really 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 low. For some of you, you have been having a low sense of belief in something or in life in general. That is a part of the majority of the reason why certain things for some of you have not happened the way you want them to happen. It's like wanting to see proof of magic but not believing in magic, want to see proof of divine energy or God and not believing in God, wanting to be loved but not feeling the love, not allowing yourself the experiences that go beyond the concept of something. So some of you have been too attached to the concept of something, but not really internally feeding and believing and manifesting and creating and dedicating yourselves completely, body, mind, soul, to something as you need to make it happen. I feel like some of you are in need to be fully, involved. And this involvement is not just, tiptoeing around situations. It's not just about peeking through certain desires you have. I feel like some of you really need to go as deep, like all in into something. And for some of you, I feel like air signs, this is indeed about, having a stronger relationship with your beliefs and the belief, right, in others, in love, that you are entitled of good things, that good things will happen to you. It's like putting a lot of focus in the mentality of abundance and expansion, right? Because some of you have been in the lack a lot, in the mentality of what's missing, what you don't have, what you wish you would have. And I feel like some of you as well, air signs, have been very defined by like the past, in a way where again the past unwanted or unwelcomed experiences kind of cut, they were like a cut to your connection, right, to belief, or to the belief into something that experience brought to you. And for some of you, yes, there has been this sense of brutal shock with something that caused a trauma in your internal self. And I do feel like though this is a time where you are restoring connection, where you can certainly restore that connection with conscious effort. I do feel that others of you, air signs, the past, it's still holding a lot of influence during this week. It could be that some of you, I need to accept and let go of what was, like, because I feel like some of you feel very guilty or ashamed, embarrassed, all the negative feelings that you can think of. I feel like some of you feel very negatively about your either something you have done or something that you didn't do. You wish you could go back and change, but you can't. And I feel like some of you, I need to accept that you can't go back, but you can make a difference right now. If not to the specific situation of the past, to current ones and future ones, because this is what defines you, is where you are right now. And you need to be more feel in peace with, like, allow things to be at peace, to rest in peace. Don't scrutinize your mistakes, don't scrutinize how you were let down or how you let others down. Just let it be and work on building right now, or rebuilding that connection with things to get better, whatever you want to, whatever you want things to be better at. And I also feel like there's some things that we can't just as much as we try, there's others of you that need to understand that as much as you try, there are some things that we just can't fix. They are beyond a repair, they are beyond our means to repair. And you don't need to feel hopeless, or you don't need to use that to justify your unhappiness. I feel like there's a sense of being unhappy and feeling like you deserve to be unhappy. Like, in an unconscious way, you might follow certain patterns that are wired to this belief that you deserve this unhappiness. So be very careful with those poisonous thoughts and beliefs. Like, take away the wrong beliefs that you have created over you, the power of you, the power of situations. I feel like you need to allow life to surprise you, allow people to surprise you, allow things to surprise you, because they can if you give them a chance. And for Aquarius, you do have politics, which is interesting. So you're being called to let go of the masks if you are using masks, if you are lying, if you are deceiving, especially yourself. You will not get away with it. I feel like there's this, every time you might be out of contact with your truth or with the integrity you have or you should be having, you won't get away with it. So it can be harder for you to deceive others during this week, or it can be harder for others to deceive you. You will pay attention to the feelings you get, to the perceptions you get. I feel like you will have like this immediate sense that something is a lie or is false or is not really as it seems. There could be some sense of hidden agendas, ulterior motives, truths that have been hidden inside of you in your subconscious mind that might be coming out. So you might see something that maybe you already knew, but you couldn't access that deep part of knowledge or understanding of how things are. I feel like some of you might need to break away or apart from people that you have known to be lying or to be toxic to you, but somehow maybe you went into denial or you went into resistance and you just didn't want to see that there is or there was some sort of relationship that was just not the most was not just the best for you, because it made you maybe do things, it led you to a point where you ran over again your truth, and maybe you did things because of this relationship that you regret. If that's the fact, again, forgiving yourself is important, and moving to a higher degree of understanding of the situation right? Understanding what you did wrong, understanding that that was not who you want to be today, and so today being someone else. Or it could be that you're finding out that someone is just completely different from what you expected them to be. It could be that you are seeing something, about someone or about the world in general that it's for you, it's like rotten. It's like you don't like. Some of you might not like what you see, even about yourself during this week, but it's an important cleanse from, again, things that don't work, to get you in tune with your higher truth, with your higher self, and the world needs the higher, the highest that you can possibly achieve, Aquarius, because you are about higher consciousness. You also have the consciousness card here, and the third eye is really popping out. So you are in need, right, to give to the world the blunt truth that is a part of what you perceive in your reality and beyond. But if you yourself are not being truthful with some things, you can't exercise your gift as you should. So be careful just to not fall into temptation to be seduced by lies or be seduced by things don't reach that high standard that you have. For Gemini, you have ripeness. This is a beautiful card of maturity, of things just falling gracefully right in the moment where they're meant to. So I feel like some of you are really growing to become quite skilled and gifted in controlling your personal universe. What I want to say about that is that I feel like some of you are really capable during this period of time to reap results, right, that are abundant, that are beautiful, that are delicious, that's just going to provide to you this feeling of possibilities, right, that maybe you have not felt available, right, to pursue before. I feel like some of you will be feeling this freedom to do things that maybe you couldn't before because of the hard work you were in, especially for Geminis that have been wanting to travel or go somewhere or dedicate themselves to other things. I think that this week presents the chance for you, if able, to let go, right, of what you have been currently doing, so a new energy can come in. You can then expand, have fun, and explore different, again, options, because I feel like some of you Geminis are challenged with this notion of something you were doing, like the job is done. So the job is done, and now you're being called to celebrate that, honor that, recognize that, and move to the next chapter. And this move to different thing, or even just being more away from something, like to give it room for something else to grow. It could be hard on you. It could be that some of you are workaholics, or discovering that you're more workaholic or more conditioned, right, to the expectations you have of things than what you yourself believe to be. It's like feeling like you're seeing a part of you that you didn't recognize or you didn't felt before, when challenged to allow something to be in their natural state, right, in their natural state of growth. And everything is born, and it grows and expands, and then it falls away so something else can. So there's a sense of the seasons, right, the seasonal element in your life being tricky for some of you, maybe having more resistance than what you wanted to have, because I feel like you are recognizing the need for freedom. Like you want to be free from something so you can do something else, or to be more actively involved as well in other compromises you have. And I feel like some of you actually have a lot of things you are involved with. And so to be present in all of them, you might need to let go of one or of something that has not, it's just not working anymore because it has fulfilled its destiny. Now, for others of you, there can be a sense of you making or needing to make compromises, agreements that maybe don't really, they're not the agreements that you would choose maybe to make if the conditions would be different, but you might be still doing so in order to gain some sort of favor or some sort of opportunity out of that. So some of you are being helped or helping because you can recognize that that is going to take you somewhere exciting, different, new, and abundant. And for others of you, I feel like you need to forgive something. Geminis, that you are here showing us like there's this forgiving of the old season, the old way. There's something here, I can't quite actually tune to it. It's weird. It's like maybe it's a very personal experience, something that for Geminis is even a mystery to themselves, but letting go opens here a door to a journey, to a new journey, to a journey that is like an adventure, right? Into pursuing the sun. So you're pursuing the path of the sun, which is success, warmth, celebration, visibility. Some of you are actually in the path of becoming visible, or your work becoming visible, or something about you being more and more visible out there in the world. For Libras, I do feel like you have the card is exhaustion. So some of you might be a little bit, tired or frustrated. Actually, this is for me a card that talks a lot about frustration and having your guards up, like being frustrated or lethargic about the way certain things are happening in your life because you're not actively pursuing much. I feel like some of you are not actively pursuing the things that could, bring that magic into your life, that could bring that joy. I feel like some of you need to actually be physically active to engage in an energy that it's different and it helps you recover from this drainage of energy that is also being shown here. I feel like some of you need to dance, you need to work out, you need to jump, you need to do silly things, you just need to live in the body, right? Calling in the spirit of fire, which is movement and action and confidence and happiness and trust, right? Associated with the body. So fire needs to be implemented in your actions, so you don't just sit around. I feel complaining. I feel like some of you are very like some of you don't like the way things are, but you're very resistant to change. I feel like for some of you, you feel like you belong in this place, this hole that some of you are in, because look, he's really quite dissatisfied with where he is. It's a mess, and it's gray, and it's lonely, and it's robotic even. So some of you are actually as well engaging in a behavior that might be a little bit robotic, automatic, like being on co-pilot kind of energy, where you're just saying what you're expected, doing what you're expected, but not really maybe being your true self, or maybe not being, who you want to be truthfully, because either you are afraid to unbend and be silly or extravagant or eccentric, or you are afraid of judgment or opinions. I'm not sure. You're very closed in a place that, in this place, for those of you Libras that are withdrawing and retreating and in the cave a lot. This cave, and I feel this, and I saw this for other sign. I don't remember which one was. But anyway, for those of you that are kind of closing your caves, it could be your mental cave, your actual home space where you're being like actually defensive of leaving or defensive of doing things differently. Engaging in this is like in the stall or stagnant places can be just more of a source of lack of vitality. What I want to say is that the more you are in the same things that you have been in, the less energetic and ready and capable you will feel, which means that some of you just need to get up and try. Get up and try, get up and try and try and try until something clicks. Playfulness. You need to play, you need to have more fun. You need to be the bright, charming version of Libra that you can be and not care. It's like to be more careless. Who is watching? What will they say? Right? Where is this going to take me? I feel like some of you have a very like adult voice, adult in the way where it's like critical voice, and then you have your inner child telling you, okay, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. So engaging in certain activities, they're fun and stimulating to you. Any activity that just, again, this is also, for some of you Libras, it's about trial and error, trial and error. It's like understanding that like not always you will get it right at the first attempt. So if this is about a creative project, if this is about a relationship, if this is about something you just want to feel more lively about, because I feel like Libras, you are in need to feel alive, but you can't just wait for that to happen. I feel like you need to improve in the way where you are implementing in your daily life, in your ways, room for change, room for good things to be a part of that wild sense of experience some of you really are desiring. So I hope you have a great week. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.